Welcome back to Lone Star College Football. Tonight we are talking about the Texas pregame, man. We got Christian over here beside me, our in-house Texas specialist. Let's go ahead and bring this up. Texas at Kansas, man. Texas is a
Mm.
whole 9-point favorite. Christian, initial thoughts about that one, boy.
Initial thoughts on that one is rock chop with the points. No way. I'm sorry. This is going to be 3 weeks in a row that I pick against Texas, which we can say because we're not doing a locks pod.
Yeah, we're
This
not.
will be 3 weeks in a row that I'm picking against the Longhorns. Before I get into that, y'all do us a favor and like the video and subscribe to the channel. We're on a path to 100. We are at 80, and we do have a $25 giveaway when we reach 100. So make sure y'all get in on that. But with that being said, we finally were able to do the one thing that's been evading our program over the last 2 years, um, and that's going on the road and getting a win. We're finally able to do that 2 weeks ago at Kansas State. So hopefully we can go 2-0 in Kansas this year. We lost to Kansas last year. Everybody laughed. All offseason, people laughed. And then this year we came around and like, oh, Kansas is actually a real team. They're 6-4. Don't be deceived by that. Their starting quarterback has been out. I'm willing to bet money that he comes back this week. And if he does, it kind of worries me. Now, Logan has this idea that Jason Bean is cold, best quarterback in college football, whatever.
I'm not
Uh,
saying that. You
the way
already
you
know.
talk about it, dude, I don't know, man. He's good. Like, he's not bad. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying he's bad, but he's not great. But Jalen Daniels, is that his name? Jalen Daniels. He's kind of the real deal. Like, super mobile. He's the leader of that team. So if
So
he's playing,
speaking
I
speaking
don't
on
know.
him real quick, I'm looking at ESPN right now, and they're saying that he's probable. One day ago, so Monday, head coach Lance Leipold said Monday that Daniels' shoulder is what's been messing him up. Has been taking more and more reps. He went today. He's at the point where he could play at a level that's going to allow him to play freely, and that is coming from Matt Tate of the Lawrence Journal World Reports. So
Yeah, I'm not shocked by that at all.
yeah, I mean, you've been
Pretty
saying this
much what
whole
I
time
expected.
every week. Yeah.
I've said it for the last 3 weeks. Daniels won't play. He'll play when they play Texas. You want to know why? Because Texas is everybody's Super Bowl. I don't care what you say. I don't care. Every fan base of every team, we don't care about Texas that much. Bullcrap. Yes, you
I
do.
care
It's
about
okay.
Texas. It's
It's
okay.
okay. Everybody wants to be Texas. Literally, there are coaches whose job depends on one thing: beat Texas. Gary Patterson. You think he stayed at TCU that long because they were doing great? No, he did it because they were beating Texas more often than not. And what happened? The year they lost in Texas last year, he got fired, which I'm happy about because I like him having on our coaching staff. But
So, man, looking at ESPN's FPI matchup predictor, y'all are 77% chance to win this game outright
bull crap, bull
against
crap.
Kansas 23%. What does Vegas know that we don't? Like Bijan
They know that
Robinson is
Texas fans are
so.
dumb and will probably bet money on Texas and lose it all to them. I don't
I mean,
know.
we saw Bijan go out last week and get held to probably his career low. I'm not sure what his career low rushing yards is, but that was
Maybe
probably pretty close to it if it wasn't it.
it's very possible. Kansas won't do that. I mean, I don't.
No,
TCU should have
Kansas.
done that. Honestly, I don't know as if that was. Don't get me wrong. TCU played a great game, but I think part of that had to have been just our offense not being there. Like,
I mean, the
our
pass
offensive
wasn't
line just
opening
wasn't.
anything up for it. Is what it looks like.
Well, the pass was Quinn just hadn't hit it. There's a lot of speculation along. Um, if you look at Quinn, played really good leading up to Bama, played really good against Bama, got
Yep.
hurt, came back 4 weeks later, played really good against Oklahoma, and then that next game, he had something wrong with his hand. They said I remember them talking about it, and I never even thought about it till now. But it was something like against Oklahoma State. They said he was having pain in his hand, and so I wonder if maybe maybe he's having trouble gripping the ball, kind of like Casey Thompson last year. Maybe that's why he's overthrowing the ball so often, is
Yeah,
because he's
maybe.
not gripping it right. I don't know. It's a lame excuse. If he's hurt, put in Hudson Card. I mean, if that's what gives us the best chance to win. But
I mean, going back and looking at film, I don't notice it during real time, like watching the game. But going back watching film, like it doesn't look like he's setting his feet at all. It looks like he's just
yeah,
like he'll scramble, like I say scramble, but he'll move out of the pocket by about a yard or two, and then he'll just launch the ball without setting his feet. And then he overthrows everything, which is weird because you would think that he would be underthrowing everything. I don't know. It's a really weird
it's
circumstance. Like we saw during the spring game that he was
yeah,
launching the ball accurately. Like
and that's a good point. Like it's there's got to be something going on when you watch a quarterback who's accurate at the beginning of the season,
hmm
and then now it's just like you just can't. I mean, I'm no college football quarterback, but Logan, if you ran the street, I can launch the ball, and at least a couple times I'm gonna get it to where it needs to
we
be.
do
But it
it at
seems like he
first
can't
pretty
do it at
often.
all. It just seems like he can't do it at all. And there's no way. There's just no way a quarterback of that talent is not able to do it without something going on.
And
So
my thing
I don't
is
know
that
what it
he's
is.
every time that he overthrows it, it's like you're throwing it to one of the probably the fastest receivers in college football, in Xavier Worthy. Like
Ooh,
it,
I don't know what the fat maybe like top 20. He's pretty quick, but dude, there's some burners out there. I don't even think X is the fastest on it. I think Keelan Robinson or Brendan Thompson's the fastest on the team. But man, I just don't see Texas going to Kansas and winning. I could see them winning. I can see that. I
so you're picking
nine.
Kansas to win this game.
Well, I don't know who I'm picking to win yet, but I'm not picking Texas to cover a 9 point spread.
Nine is a lot of points on the road.
I'm excited whenever this because this line will drop if Daniel plays, and if this line would drop to like Texas, because if you think about it, dude, it's 9 on the road. If this was a neutral game, it'd be 12. If it was at home, they'd have Texas by like 15. No way. So if this game would drop to like Texas minus 3.5, I'd probably pick Texas. I think Texas can win, maybe 2.5. I think Texas can win by a field goal, but there's no way I'm picking them by 9. No way.
See, this is a game that if we weren't doing something like between us that we have to pick this game, I probably wouldn't touch it because it could go
I
either
wouldn't
way.
touch any Texas game if I didn't have to.
It would
You
be
never know
like
what we're getting.
Texas could win by 40, and then Texas could also lose by 3, probably even more. To be honest,
Yeah. I
I
mean,
mean, if Jalen
we beat
Daniels is as
Oklahoma by
healthy,
49, lost to Texas Tech. So I don't know.
that's what I'm saying. It's crazy. I mean, it's not a night game. I don't think night games in Lawrence are crazy stupid like they are in Tech and Morgantown and everywhere else. Or I say everywhere
Yeah.
else, but the
Not
other
Waco
places in the Big 12. Ain't that the truth?
or Texas. I mean,
But
we lost a night game too. So
it's just
yeah,
like I don't know, man. I
it's
want to say Texas wins this game, but Kansas is gonna cover the spread. I think it'll be probably anywhere from a 3 point game to a 7 point game, or maybe two field goals is the difference. I don't see it being a two possession game.
yeah. I think a part of the
I think Devin Neal is
something that
actually a really
helps
good running
us.
back as well.
Yeah, something that helps us is that they are giving up 30 points per game on defense. That helps us,
Yep.
and they're giving up 167 rushing yards a game. So if
Yeah,
we can,
they're also scoring pretty much 37.
yeah.
I
To
don't
be
know.
fair, we
It
were,
depends. It depends on what kind of defense they're going to run for me because I feel like if they do that soft cover two that they've been doing to just take the deep ball out of it or try to, I feel like
yeah,
that'll line up really well for Bijan and um Roshan for sure. That might even set up what's his name, Jatavion Sanders. Right, that's just tight
Hmm.
end. That will
yeah,
set him up in the flats. I don't know. I think and Jay Witt on the inside routes and the sit down routes and everything else. especially and if they do a cover two man, that could help y'all a whole lot. I feel like y'all have the athleticism to be able to burn them. But don't get me wrong, Kansas is a pretty dang good team this year. They were good last year.
They
They
are.
just had those one possession games last year that didn't swing their way. But this year they're playing pretty good football. Like they're fun to watch.
Yeah, I mean their losses this year. They lost to Tech 43-28,
In Tech
but
for
they in Lubbock without their starting quarterback.
a night game.
They beat Oklahoma State. We couldn't do that. Neither one of our teams. They lost to
Hmm.
Baylor by 12. They lost to Oklahoma by 10. They lost to TCU by 7. Like these games with their starting
So
quarterback, these one possession games might all be wins. Like we could almost be looking at a TCU Kansas Big 12 game if their
yeah,
quarterback wasn't hurt.
which would be so crazy, dude. I mean, them playing Oklahoma State, yeah, it was a home game, but still beating them the way that they did by
Yeah.
15 points. If I did that math, no, I did that math wrong. Yeah, I did that completely wrong.
Yeah.
About
I don't
21
know.
points. I think I'm still
I
doing that wrong.
I think we can win this
Just
game.
21.
I want to say I just don't trust us, dude. I just don't. I don't trust our offense to be consistent. I feel good about our defense, but even then, it feels like if our offense goes out and plays well, our defense probably will stumble. So, with that being said, I won't. I'm not even going to bother with the prediction for the score, but
It could go so
I
many
don't feel
different
great.
ways.
I don't
It's gonna
feel
be
great about it.
it's gonna be it's gonna be like low 30s to high 20s. It's gonna be somewhere like
Yeah,
that. That's the
prob-
best I can give you. It's gonna
probably.
probably be something like that. And I'm gonna predict the over at 64. I think it'll be close, but I think they'll barely get it, if not a push.
Oh, I would predict the under on that. The way our offense played last week, yeah, I'd take the under.
True. True.
I don't know. Could be way
I
off, but
mean,
that's what
if
I
you
would.
look at the rest of your scores, though, the rest of your scores are all in
Yeah,
the 30s, or there
and
was
that's why it's
Iowa
like we
State lost
averaged
24.
33 points per game or whatever, but we have a game where we got 10, and our offense only scored 3 last week, and then we have our game against Bama where we only got 19. So we got 2 games that are way under. But
It's okay. The Baylor and Texas score next week is going to be like 95 to 94 Baylor.
no, maybe I'm not even for Texas, but well, all I know is Texas is currently sitting at 5th in the Big 12 conference. We technically, if we
We're
win
tied.
out,
We're
Kansas
tied
State
for
loses to
third.
West Virginia. If Kansas State loses to West Virginia and we win out, we still have a chance. So I doubt that'll happen.
Yeah,
I don't
because y'all
think we
have the
even
head to
deserve
head.
it.
We have to
Yeah,
win out, and Kansas State has to lose out for us to win, for us to make
yeah.
it,
We don't
which
deserve it.
we don't
Kansas State
either.
and TCU deserve it. So Oklahoma State,
Does
I thought was going
Kansas
to make
State
it, but they found a way to choke their season away.
does
Oklahoma
Kansas
State,
State deserve it?
kinda, yeah. Kansas or
Yeah,
Oklahoma
not
State plays
bad.
Oklahoma this week, and I know this isn't a video for that, but I will say just because Oklahoma probably wins that game, just because it seems like Oklahoma State. I don't know. Oklahoma and Oklahoma State is you think about it and you're like, yeah, Oklahoma wins. I
OU's a
really hope
7.5 point favorite.
yeah, and I hope Oklahoma State wins, dude. You know how great it'll be? Dude, Oklahoma is ninth in the Big 12 right now.
I
Ninth.
think you're throwing shots just because our buddy Jason is going to watch this.
No, dude, it's because I just so happened to look at it and I was like, okay, if Iowa State can win and Oklahoma loses, they'll be at the bottom. Oh, well, no, because did they beat Iowa State?
I don't know.
Yeah, they did. Dang it. So I need Oklahoma to lose out and Iowa State to win out. Hey, Oklahoma could lose out. If they lose to Oklahoma State, they got to go on the road to Lubbock.
To
That could
Tech.
happen.
Yep.
And Iowa
Yep.
State Iowa State plays Tech this week, and then TCU next week. So doubtful. But that being said, if y'all made it this far, we appreciate y'all. Y'all make sure y'all check us out on TikTok, Twitter, and Facebook at Lone Store _CFB. Appreciate y'all rocking with us.